Why are traditional banks, very worried about the concept of financial technology, often referred to as fintech? What is the big deal? And what is fintech? Stay tuned, you will get the answers to all the questions. Banks for years remain dominant player without much competition, but not anymore. So what do I mean? Stay with me and please listen to this. This is getting very interesting and it's very revealing. Fintech concept is already transforming the banking world. Okay, you want to ask me in what way and why? Then stay with me. To start with, fintech has introduced a paradigm shift in the use of technology. Innovative, creative technology in the design and delivery of financial services. Okay, wait, let me break it down further. In summary, what I'm saying is this. Fintech is changing the status quo by rearranging banking services around the consumers using data and digital. And in my opinion, I share the notion that the concept could be regarded as a creative destruction of financial services. Why? Because fintech services is more efficient and reliable than traditional banks, and it is changing the global economy. Meanwhile, I would like to say this. The concept of fintech can be confusing. Very confusing. I was a bit confused too, but not anymore. So stay with me. Let me explain further. Meanwhile, fintech covers wider spectrum like products, technologies, and business models that is currently changing the financial services industry. Well, perhaps you are still wondering in what ways and how. Don't worry, I got your back. I'll break it down in simple terms. As we speak, there are several platforms you are using which allows you to make payment online at your convenience, like the Google Pay, Apple Pay, Alipay, and the likes of Plum in the UK and Moneybox. This app allows you or saves money on your behalf, and you can use the app to trade, buy shares. And all the online brokerages like Trading 212, Robinhood, eToro, that allows you to trade in stocks. Okay, I can imagine you are thinking fintech is just everywhere. Well, I'm also amazed to realize the influence of the so-called fintech in our daily lives, more so in this digital age. So you see where all this is going. Wait, more to come. I got your back. Fintech also covers cryptocurrency, artificial intelligence, data, crowdfunding, blockchain, and robot advisors. Yes, robot advisors instead of human financial advisors, and Coinbase, etc. Now, hold on. Don't go. You would like to hear this. Let me go further and tell you why traditional banking system may soon become thing of the past. because of fintech revolution. Fintech concept is creating the bankers of the future with unique skill set and background. What do I mean? And I know you would like to ask me why these sudden changes. Well, according to studies and backed by documentary evidence, interestingly, you and we had a case study here. I mean, as we go to our various banks, what type of services do we get? Well, most customers are not satisfied with the traditional banking system. Why? Because they are not efficient. And most banks offer lousy customer services. And in effect, a gap was created. According to Henry Aslania, who spoke on TED platform recently, he did explain that because of this gap, Facebook have applied and been granted 50 US regulatory licensing that will allow Facebook users to transfer money via the Messenger app. Amazon recently experimented with offering students loan in its platform, while Alibaba Financial app launched a money market fund, which is now the third biggest money market fund in the world. You see, according to Henry, that fund has more than 150 million single investors, meaning investors have an average of say 1,000 or less each. So you see where all this is going. These tech are gradually replacing the traditional bankers or banking system, if you like. Okay, before I forget, M-Pesa has become one of the popular apps used to transfer money in Kenya and across the globe using the phone. And today, according to data, 96% of the households in Kenya use the app. And then again, WeChat, the Tencent messaging app in China. According to report, WeChat processes more than 8 billion transactions. With WeChat, you can book doctor's appointment, invest in fund directly from your phone, and again donate to charity, etc. You see, this is why Henry believes, and I concur to his view, that financial platform of the future are not and will not be traditional banking system but tech firms. Big question: how do you and I, as a retail investor, benefit from this? Well, a good way to start is to invest in the fintech stock like ARC Fintech Innovative ETF, ticker symbol ARKF. There are others. Please do your research. Good news: you can invest £100 and pick valuable stocks. How? Well, check my video titled How to Invest £100 and Pick Valuable Stocks. And you can now open international accounts and buy US, Europe, and Chinese stock using brokerage like Charles Schwab's and TD Ameritrade. More so if you reside in Africa and Asia. Check the two videos at the end of this clip. That said, you see, the question is, should traditional banks be worried? I say a big yes. Again, because of this development, you'll be surprised to hear that we now have thousands of dynamic fintech startups that are now offering products that used to be offered by traditional banks, e.g., peer-to-peer lending, the robot advisory platform, as I mentioned earlier, who offer customers asset management solution. They are very transparent and cheap as well, and available 24/7. And before I forget this point, the concept of fintech is creating financial freedom and inclusion. Let me emphasize inclusion. What do I mean? Stay with me, please. According to statistics, now in the world, it is estimated that we have more than 2 billion people who are unbanked. I mean, people who do not have account or access to bank account. Well, with fintech, and in Kenya, for example, Apple like M-Pesa has broken the barrier. Hence, a new day is here. In summary, you see, fintech offer dynamic financial services. It offers convenience and give you value for your money. Well, again, you should be aware of the risk associated with fintech as financial services go digital. Cyber attack becomes inevitable. Now the question is, can this be resolved? Yes, I think so. So as the landscape changes, banks should be more worried. Of course, yes. So what can they do? Oh, simple. For them to survive the fintech revolution, banks must, as a matter of urgency, evolve. The first thing to do is to embed the culture of innovation and take a cue from the concept of fintech. Should my uncle, who is a banker, be worried? Of course, yes. Very recently, we discussed the effect of fintech revolution, and I told him time to retrain and realign. Okay, here comes the best part. Subscribe, like, and comment. Remember, the goal is to generate wealth, build companies, and create jobs. Bye now. See you soon.